Hi, it's me, the man who now lives in a garage. Instead of only doing big videos about one project, I'm gonna make a little hobby vlog series that shows the little things I do in my day-to-day life, reality television style. I'm gonna film myself showering, I'm gonna film every meal. Every time I go to the bathroom, you can find a video link on my Patreon. None of that's true, but what I am going to do is showcase some of the things that won't get their own video, but are still hobby-related things I'm working on. Yeah, I mean, like this Wazbomb Blasta is like pretty straightforward from the kit. Not converting him crazy enough to give him his own video, but I am going to do something. This kill rig, I'm going to do a painting video for, but there's some touch-ups that I did not do in the first video that I decided I wanted to add later. First of all, I was gluing these chains down so that they're solid. I use this super glue, extreme power thin. It's great. You just put a little dab between each of the rings that go along the kill rig, and then it makes them stiff and not jangly, so that my OCD and sense of immersion won't freak out when I see the chains jangling like that every time anybody bumps into the table at all. Most miniature chains in Warhammer don't move. Why should these? That's where we're at now. And then I'm going to add some more chains to this Wazwobble and give it a little bit more personality. You can use a brush here if you want to help spread out the evenness of the glue in the chain so it doesn't clump, but it will destroy that brush forever. You'll probably need to use multiple brushes if you're doing a lot of chains. Today I'm using a brush that's already been destroyed and honestly isn't doing that much, so maybe I'll stop now. Little tools like this, like anything thin, you can use if you see the glue clumping up in the center. Just poke through and make sure you don't get an ugly glue stained chain later. Look at that, we jiggle free. He ain't jiggle at all no more. Forever stuck in a motionless state of inertia. Time to do the same thing over here. It's really so phallic the front of this plane is, and it's extremely funny. Orcs don't even have dicks. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they do, I don't know. They're only for peeing though. Orcs don't fuck. We got some chains. We got some more spikes. We got a little decorative skull on the back because I compulsively add them to everything I touch. I wish I had some more spikes, but I guess, yeah, this is a good amount. I don't have access to my printer right now. Can't make more. We're gonna Dremel out some of the glue stains and yeah, move on to priming. Wait, that's not true. I forget about this guy. I also want to get him to the same level of decor as the Wazbomb. This is a Burnabama, which will probably be around a lot less now that Flying Edbud isn't a thing. Man, they changed the rules so fast. I never even got to paint this guy while Psychic Awakening was still out. And I mean, I'll just make him into a Dock-a-Jet if I don't have a need for a Burn Bomb on my list. Give him a little touch-up before we go on to priming him. I've never drilled a perfect gun barrel once in my life. I'm not about to start today. I decided not to go overboard on the chains for the first time. Yeah, just a little bit on the back fin. A lot of rivets though, no stopping that. I attached some extra super shooters there and then a normal shooter here. A, because it looks cooler. But B, this way I can say it's either a Dock-a-Jet or a Burnabama, and hopefully no one will question me. A little goat skull up there. Won't focus. There's a goat skull there. I'm sorry you can't see. Oh wait, here we go. Kind of. Yeah, there's a goat skull. You get it. Goat? I don't know what animal that belongs to. Animal man, beast man. I can see myself adding more detail, but I think he's fine. And, you know, this process can go forever. And at some point, you just kind of have to call it. Bad news, everyone. I let my wishy-washiness get the best of me again. I was like almost done cleaning and was about to start painting. And instead, we're taking everything back out of the case. And I'm going to build some Squigbuggies. Because I think I want to have the whole army at least mostly built. And then I'll go into priming, question mark? I don't know. I just want to get these Squigbuggies out of the way. It would be nice to have them if I play on Saturday. And I probably won't be fully painted no matter what, so might as well settle for Squigbuggies. Just gonna go for the same assorted junk approach I always go for and see what comes out. I don't know what to do with their cannons. I might like try and buy like a World War II mortar or something just because they're cheap and I don't want to spend a lot right now. Ideally I'd use like an old lava model, but I don't think I have any. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. So I took the wheels off, kind of drill some holes in these tires from the shock jump tracks. Okay, we have our Squigbuggies, we have our tires on. This guy is still the same, but I put the, what the fuck are these things called? Thermal lances? It's a big night weapon. I was gonna use as Super Scorches back in the day, but then the Games Workshop decided that it's a model they no longer wanted to exist. Time to move on to a even louder, more dangerous power tool, the Dremel. And we're gonna use the Dremel to saw off some extenders for these, so they can look a little bigger and more like a Squig launcher. gotcha. There you go. Alright, this Dremel doesn't actually come with a saw. I thought it did. I guess we'll be a square. For the first time in my life, I'm actually gonna paint stuff in sub-assembly. That's a joke. It's not the first time. But yeah, I never do this. I have the diligence and the self-control to not just glue him here immediately. It will be hell to paint him with the big gun in the way. So yeah, I think this is good. Good job, me. Alright, here's where we're at after a couple hours of Squigbuggy conversion. This one's had less work done to it. I don't know, I just picked it up first because it was closest to me, so I'm gonna put it back down now. There's not that much to say about it. But this one's starting to get the similar interesting. I love this banner bit so much. I've been like trying to find the perfect place to put it for a long time, and I don't know if this is it, but I am also scared of it just living in my bits box forever. So we're gonna say that it belongs to the Squigbuggy. I took the Squig hound from the war boss arm, clipped the chain off, clipped the hand off, and then I made it coming out of the cannon. I had some chains coming down to make it seem like this is suspended by something. A couple spools of barbed wire, drilled the gun barrel on the grot, probably off center. I honestly can't tell because it's primed so dark. There's a big old skull in the center now. Here's all our sub-assembly friends. We got this rogue trader orc with probably bolter. I don't know what it was at the time, but it's a very, very old, very small gun. He's gonna be hanging out on the back of this Squigbuggy. We have our Squigs, and then we have this grot who still needs an arm. He has a little hood that matches the driver of this wagon, so they're gonna go together. Rivets. The cycle continues. The journey never ends. All will become rivets someday. I am becoming rivets someday. I can feel them in my veins. Maybe I'll make some little squigglyphs. Let's do that. Fuck, it's too big. Look at this Jack Skellington house looking Squig. It's too big. Oh man, I was really happy with that. Damn. Alright, I don't know what to do with this. I'll put it here until I'm no longer emotionally attached to it, and then throw it away. Sorry, buddy. This one's fine, I guess. Whatever. This one's fine. Alright, to make this little thing, I took the big piece of plastic card. They're all big. I meant, you know, thick. Vertical bigness. Piece of plastic card I've been using to make rivets, and you take the thin kind, nice little decorative texture, and then you make a glyph, cut that out, put it on, and then a hole punch rivets on top of it, and then I use my X-Acto knife just to make some like cuts and dents to make it look a little more natural. Now it's gonna go right here, where you'll eventually be able to barely see it. This video wouldn't be complete without some audio from my air compressor, and also me using my entire hand to block out the These are the scrap chits I made in the Goth speed painting video. I've been adding touch-ups and trying to make them a little better. We're not done yet, but I added some weathering, starting to fill in the base coat of details. Here's the Dr. Bernardacca Doctorate of Criminal Justice. This plane's gonna send you to jail. And here's our friends, the Squigbuggies. I added the little Squig hanging out on the left-hand side and some saws. And this one has a big old goofy face on the front, plus something else, probably. I don't remember. Yeah. Thanks for coming by. As always, there's a link to my Patreon if you want to support me, and more importantly, if you want to establish some non-parasocial online relationships, you can join the $1 Billion Clown Farm Discord. There's a link to that in the video description as well. Thank you for coming. I love you. I would die for you. Have a good week.